Well, hello. Somebody a long time ago requested, could I do a Miele S5 video? So here it is, Miele Cat and Dog TT5000, which is 2007, because there are loads of date stamps in it that say 2007, so we can pretty much say it's a 2007 model, which I gather is quite an early S5. It's in okay condition. It's a bit mashed up. And I don't actually use this. I've actually just won another Miele off eBay. Some of you know what it is, so don't spoil it. But I was actually bidding on another S5, but I didn't win it. But no, I'll not tell you what model it is. But I'll give you a clue. It's a compact Miele. It's not got the tool compartment, so you can decide that amongst yourselves. Now, I don't actually use this because the motor is a bit faulty in it. It dips, so if you have it up on like maximum, you can hear it going for down setting. I don't think it is the PCB or anything. I think it is the motor because it does smell a little bit carbony. It has got all the small tools. These are the only original things on the vacuum. I have got everything else. I have these are all off another Miele. I have a cat and dog. Well, this isn't a cat and dog head, I apologise. The standard floor head with the metal base plate. I actually used to use this on the C3 when I used it at my grandparents', just because it was better on the carpets. It's a good nozzle. It used to be my shed and car vacuum. Now I use the MVH because it is just a bit dodgy. But I knew it was a bit dodgy, so I just thought, just use it in the car, and if it blows up, then at least it happens outside. But so yeah, that's alright. It is a wee bit rusty there, but meh, I use it, so I don't really care. The extension tube, must be quite an old one because it hasn't got the insert inside. Stop it making like that hissing noise. There you go, it's a bit grubby. There must be like a stone inside it or something, because when you extend it, you can hear it scraping. Oh wait, it doesn't really. If you listen carefully. Yeah, see there, you can hear it. Sorry, that video went really wonky there. But you can hear it scraping, so there must be something in there. Oh, let's click this on the side for now. Have the turbo head. Now, I use this a lot on my Miele when I'm doing carpets with it. It's a great nozzle, actually. It was covered in loads of dog hair when I got this. It was off that other S5 that I had. I don't have that anymore. I binned the body because it was all just battered, but I kept all of the tools. Actually, the bend is not the original bend. I'll elaborate on that later. So, yep, that's a good nozzle. Here is the hose. Now this, when I got it, it was kind of blackish brown in here, and you can still see it's not quite perfect, but I did wash the hose, it came up okay. This isn't the original bend. The original one was missing the suction valve. Now this one has one, but oh, I forgot I glued it. Right, it does have it, but the little clip's broken, so it just falls off. But I actually glued it on, forgot about that. So that's been glued, not like I ever use it. I'll keep all these attachments for when I get another one. I hope to get another S5 that works. Like I was bidding on a very tidy blue S5 cat and dog, which only had the hose and the bend was all mashed up and smashed. And it went right out of my price range at the last 3 seconds. I was bidding at 22 and then it shot right up to 29. There was like 3 other bids that hadn't loaded. Blimmin' eBay. So this is a dusting brush, which is original. It is pretty mint. Very nice indeed. Again, this is a spares machine really. This is what I class as a spares machine. So if I get a better cat and dog, and it needs a hose, and so let's just say it needs a bag clip or whatever, then I'll take it off this machine, because this machine is what I class as a spares machine. A crevice tool, which is quite bashed up and battered. Upholstery tool, which isn't too bad. It gets grass on it because I was using it in the shed. That's a wee bit better. The holder. Oh, have I got something in wrong? Yeah, I do. That's not in there. The holder works well, and the button is nice and clean. I left it to soak in some oil, so that works well. Sometimes a wee bit too well. Now another thing, the bag catch is a bit worn, so you'll see how I've got the bag fully in place. When I lift this up, it pulls it out of place, which is just a little thing. Doesn't affect it. It's got a fair bit of stuff in there because I did use it to clean off dryer filter and do the car. And we have a filter which is nice and clean. Let's just give it a quick bash because there's a wee bit on it. Here we go. I always cut them just slightly too big like this, because then when they're pushed up against they flatten out quite nicely and fit snug. Oh, sorry about that. Here's the air clean filter. A lot of that's actually muck, but there is some carbon coming out. I did replace that a wee while ago. Now both the pedals are broken. You'll see how there should be a little tab there, but it's very difficult to take them off without breaking one of the tabs. Now at least I've broken the tab that doesn't actually affect it. If I broke the other tab then they'd be flopping about. But it works alright. The tabs are blooming mashed up. Like they all do, all the Miele tops. Why is this not... There we go. All these Miele switches and dials and everything that's got this paint on it, just they flake off super easily. I've seen loads of them looking scruffy. In fact, the one I was bidding on eBay had some just very slight scratches in it, but apart from that it was really tidy. It was one of the tidiest I'd seen for a while. So let's look underneath. It's quite scratched up because of course I was pulling it along the driveway to do my car. There is all the details. You can't really date these, I don't think. Unless that there is 07, week 39. Probably not though. That's not usually how serial numbers work. Could be. We don't know. Type HS11. Not really sure what that means. All the S5s I've seen have said HS11, so it can't really... I don't know if it distinguishes like cat and dog from, I don't know, Black Pearl or whatever. The cord reel is a bit sluggish. That is my fault though, because that was when I took it apart I accidentally hit the button and they just go out of tension if you do that, and scrap the rewind, so it's a rookie mistake. You can just sort of see how battered it is. It's not too bad really. If I can get a cheap second-hand motor that works properly, that I know works properly, because this was actually a K. Smith machine, apart from being really dusty, it did clean up quite well. And they obviously don't properly test the motors if I've just received one that's dipping and smells a bit carbony. Tut tut tut. From what I gather, they must just like switch them on whatever setting they come to, because I've seen loads of them set to minimum. They must just switch them on. If it runs, then switch it off and sell it. I wouldn't use them. It's okay to use them for stuff like a hose or an upholstery tool or something, because you know it can't really go faulty as such. But for like a motor, I wouldn't bother using them. You can judging by some of the photos, you can just about tell that they're taken from the tip, obviously. I've seen loads of them looking rusty on K. Smith's page. Apparently another collector uses them and they've been fine, and I have to say they've been okay for stuff like hoses and attachments. I need to buy a DC01 hose in purple, and I've seen them online for like a tenner, or I could get one for like under a fiver from K. Smith, so it's a no-brainer really for that. Well, not really, but you know what I mean. Not really a no-brainer, but you know what I mean. Yeah, you know what I mean. Right, you get it. Good. I think that concludes this video. I really like the S5 body design. I just think they're so sleek and they're not too big. I especially like them in the black. Like the Black Pearl or just the black boggy one. I think they look really smart. Especially if you polish them, they just look really shiny. So it can go back. I'll show you where this resides actually. Down over here. In this corner here, over where the 121 is, the S5 sits there, a bit like Orphan Annie, It's the only Miele cylinder I have in here. Got the S7. That's a beast. It's proper upright. Okay, thank you for watching. Got a bit of an empty space here, and that will be going soon. I have finished it almost. I need to dust it off, clean the seals, but in here is all good. It needs a belt. Other one is worn as it was like stretched a mile. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you later. Goodbye.